At this hour, I'm Christina in Dallas, and here are your top stories. Many are now calling for property taxes to be abolished nationwide after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announced in a news conference that he's pushing to end property taxes in Florida. Watch.
Okay, you've paid off the mortgage, you bought the land, you've been taxed many times. It's like, is it your property or not? Just for being on your property, you got to write a check to the government every year. So you're basically paying rent to the government to live on your own property. And our homestead exemption is not strong enough to help these folks. That's the thing. If you buy a home for $300,000 and you know there's certain tax, well then what? 10 years later, they say it's worth $700,000, and so you're paying more. And a lot of people can't afford that. So I think that that's a big issue, and I know we're going to be really looking at ways to bring people relief from that.
Jury selection is underway for the trial of the man accused of opening fire on a suburban Chicago Independence Day parade and killing 7 people in 2022. Jurors reported to the courthouse in Lake County for questioning on Monday. Jury selection is expected to last several days, with opening statements set for next week. There have been several delays during the case, partly because of the erratic behavior of the defendant, Robert Cremo III. He has been charged with 21 counts of first-degree murder, among other charges. He has pleaded not guilty. The trial is expected to last about a month, with testimony from survivors and police. Governor Gretchen Whitmer is facing backlash over her decision to hand out more than $145,000 in taxpayer money to her high-ranking cabinet picks, while the residents of her state grapple with high inflation and soaring interest rates brought on by the Biden administration. The Michigan governor is now facing questions on whether using taxpayer money to fund the bonuses were justified, as the state faces budget constraints. According to records, Whitmer shelled out about $10,000 to each of her 15 cabinet members and department directors as part of a, quote, performance pay that recently expanded to include political appointees. Many are now asking if Whitmer was trying to buy loyalty so she could get her agenda passed, or if she simply wanted to strengthen her influence within the Democrat Party. Many of those that receive the bonuses make more than $200,000 a year. A federal judge in Maryland has issued a ruling blocking DOGE from accessing student loan systems at the Department of Education, while also blocking access to a broader set of personnel files at the Office of Personnel Management. Judge Deborah Boardman, who was appointed by Joe Biden, said allowing DOGE access would amount to privacy violations. The order was made after a coalition of labor unions sued DOGE earlier this month, trying to block Musk from conducting audits at the DOE, the Treasury, and the OPM. In Dallas, Christina, Salem News Channel.